We have a family situation here.
Power bubbles of power, neutralizing, penetrating, cleaning power. Oils and soil.
There's a dual purpose behind me going on television. Number one, I wanted them to see an individual who absolutely loved humanity. Number two is to make people aware of the great products that I have. I want to be an uplifting spirit to those that are not uplifted and just be a happy individual.
That's how we do it, yeah.
You know, one of the things I like when I can show you something that really helps you with your life.
All right, well, we're here in the studio for an hour of Professor Amos. I want to show you some of my favorites that are going to be coming up in this hour, starting out with the Shock It Clean deal. I love this deal because it comes with the empty bottle, because this is a concentrate. We are also giving you a sponge, and we're also giving you a new kind of way to dispense Shock It Clean, a foam. So that's really cool. So it breaks down to 47 cents. Oh my gosh, 47 cents a bottle. Imagine going to the grocery store and saying, you know, I want an all-purpose cleaner. I want it for my floors. I want it for my rugs. I want it for my jewelry. I want it for my bathroom, for my kitchen, for my sneakers. And I want to only pay 47 cents. What aisle is that? What aisle is that? No. What we're doing here is a customer appreciation price of $29.99. And the bubble foamer is the very first time we're doing that. So it really goes into the nooks and crannies. Maybe you're doing it on tile. It's really great to have that foaming action. And that's the first time we've ever included that. Also coming up, okay, Superfast Drain Cleaner. Customer pick 1,836 perfect 5-star reviews. Hotels, motels, casinos, you name it. Hair salons. Where do you have that clogged drain? Anywhere where I take a shower. That's where, because my hair will go down the drain, and I use all those conditioners that kind of stick to the hair that stick in the drain. I have this on auto ship, but today's the day for you guys to get it on auto ship, because it's free shipping and handling, not only on your first, but all your future deliveries are free shipping and handling. We don't do that very much, so you're saving $7.50 with every order. You're getting two 32-ounce Professor Amos Superfast Drain Cleaners. How many applications in two of these? 12. Per... Okay, so 12 applications between the two bottles. So 6 applications and 6 applications. You do not have to, you know, other ones you get at the grocery store use the entire container. That you don't do this. And by the way, safe on pipes, PVC, copper, any kind of pipes, septic tanks, safe on that as well. So we'll be doing all the details, but we're gonna start out with something that is a must-have. It is the old bucket and mop.
Yes.
But we want to update it, upgrade it, and we have A3 here. And this is Amos Harp-III, and we're excited to have you here. I want to say that I have 2 colors. I have gray and I have baby blue. Right off the bat, baby blue, I have, Pat, am I right that I have 24? Okay, I have 24 left. I just want, sometimes I think I don't have any and then I'm wrong, but I am right this time. There's 24 left if you want the baby blue. We also have light gray, so either one works the same, but what I like about it is how lightweight it is.
It's lightweight.
Yeah.
This is unique because it has a dual compartment design.
Okay.
One compartment holds fresh, clean water. The other side holds the wastewater. That's going to ensure that every time that you use this mop, you're going to use a clean water on that surface, and it's so easy to use. So number one, you get the luxurious mop head. Okay, let's talk about the bucket. That's the dual chamber design right there. One side right here holds that fresh, clean water. The other side holds the wastewater. You'll love that. And then every time it spins, you see that brush right there? Well, that brush set has jets that spray out the water, and it scrubs the mop head every time it goes round and round.
And by the way, this is not like a copy of something else. This is an original item.
Yes, it is.
That's exclusive to us here at HSN.
I love that, huh? So that mop head, you just set that right down onto the stud in the bucket, and the actual spin device is on the pole here, so you don't have to kick a pedal to get it going. You go up and down like that, and then it spins that mop head really nice, really fast. And like every time that mop head spins, it puts that water right into the mop head. I'm just going to explain it in an animation form. So you push down on that mop. Look at the jets push the water into the mop head there, and it scrubs it at the same time, eliminating any pet hair on there or dander. And it spins the dirty water. It just projects it right into the waste side. You see that right there? I love that. And that's going to ensure that every time you use this mop head, you're getting a fresh water on that surface. Now I'm going to go right out here to show you the luxurious mop head and how it just pulls the scuff marks and the heel marks right up off the floor. It's so easy to use. Look at that, Helen.
How do you wash the mop head?
How do you wash the mop head? Well, thank you for asking. You can take that mop head off of here, and it's like a hands-free. So actually, you don't even have to touch it with your hand. Oh, sorry, my foot couldn't grab it, but basically, that comes off.
Oh,
there
like a hook and
with
loop
the hook and
closure?
loop.
And can you throw it in the washing machine?
And then you throw it right into the mop machine.
So it's not like you have to keep, destroying the environment by buying plastic things over and over and over again.
Absolutely.
I love that.
All right, so I'm going right, so you saw the mop head here. All the dirt is on there that I just picked up off the floor. I'm gonna take that right back to the bucket here, put it on that stud, and just go up and down motion. And if you need more water on there, watch this, Helen, you just jam down on it really hard. It puts a lot more water into that mop head, and it just spins it right off into the wastewater. Coming right back out of there. Look at how clean that mop head is. And I'm gonna go right over here to the linoleum floor. You'll love it on any kind of floor you have at home, whether it's linoleum, vinyl floors, marble, granite, travertine. Look at how it just picks up any kind of spots or spills, and all that dirt ends up right there on that mop head.
Now, I know your family's company came from the professional cleaning side of it, because you were, contracted to do all these, professional office buildings and all these things. So everything your company does is work smarter, not harder.
That's right.
So this is the way, this is lightweight, this is easy, you have to plug it in anywhere, it's low tech, as we said, so there's nowhere you can't use it where you're like, oh no, there's nowhere to plug this in. This is just super easy, and you're done.
Super easy, and then you're done. And remember that mop head there. Look at all that dirt on there. I mean, that's all the dirt that it just stripped right up. That luxurious mop, that luxurious head there picks up all the dirt
and what
debris.
about this? Is the height of this adjustable? Because you're much taller than I am. So how does that work?
Okay, so it's not adjustable. This is a 3-piece pole.
Oh, okay.
And basically, once you get this, when you want it to spin, you see that latch right there? You open it, you're gonna place
that. You just
that.
hold it higher or lower, depending on your height.
That's right. You
Okay.
spin that, and then when you want it to lock in, just come back up here, and I'm gonna put that latch into lock mode, and that keeps it from going down. It's not gonna spin anymore.
Okay, so it locks it from continuing to spin. This
right.
is my first time presenting it. I'm asking questions that I think maybe you guys would ask at home.
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes we get overcomplicated with things, with cleaning, right? But I think the mop and bucket makes sense.
Yes.
But I think one of the things is we didn't want to continually put dirty water on something that was going back. And I feel like with the 2-tank system, you guys have solved that.
Absolutely. That's what that dual chamber design is for. That dual compartment design ensures that every time you apply this mop to a surface, it's going to be clean. Now I'm going to put that right back on that stud. I'm going to push down on it. I've already unlocked the latch. All that dirty water just gets propelled right out of the mop head. The brush is on there. Scrub it at the same time. Look at that.
And it's also dry. It's not like a sopping wet mop. Because if you've got hardwood floors, you've got it's like a damp mop as opposed to a sopping wet mop.
That's right. It's not sopping wet. It has just enough moisture in there to strip and pull whatever feet print, scuff marks, heel marks right out of the flooring, and it's gliding right over that surface. I love these results. It's professional. It's definitely a cleaner way of getting the job done. And remember that dual compartment design. One compartment holds the fresh, clean water. The other compartment holds the wastewater. And I'll show you that right there. There's our wastewater side.
Yeah, here's the animation. Let's talk about this.
Okay, so here's the design. See, when that mop goes around, it's the jets spray the water into the mop head to push all the dirt out of there, and it's scrubbing at the same time with that brush head on there. The dirty water goes right into the waste side. That's the side it's on your left-hand side. And then the fresh water comes out of the right side. So it's keeping it separate. You're not cross-contaminating the water with the dirty water.
Okay, there you go. We've got 2 color choices. I have a light gray, and then I have the baby blue. The baby blue is almost gone. But again, it's just the color of like the design and the little handle here. I've just got a few left of the baby blue. 865156 is the item number. By the way, today's Monday, and we're doing Mystery Sale Mondays. So when you go to the homepage of hsn.com, you just click the Mystery Sale icon, and we will reveal the deal. And I'm gonna reveal it right now. Today's deal is jewelry for $29. So everything you see on that page, because I was looking at it earlier, there is a lot of cute, like Disney from Bobble Bar. There's lots of great earrings, like some beautiful, like basics, you know, that everybody needs. So check that out. It's on hsn.com. And it's Mystery Mondays right there on the home page. All right, Customer Appreciation Month, 5 flex pay on everything. We're loving that. Here's something that we're doing. We are doing the famous Shock It Clean. I gave you a little peek at the beginning of the show, and this is something that we've literally never done before. Of course, we've had Shock It Clean, and sometimes we include an empty bottle. We love that, but we have never before done the empty foaming bottle. So when you pump it, it comes out as a foam, which is really great, like maybe you're cleaning grout, tile with grout. It really goes into all the little nooks and crannies. So you're getting the foam container, the empty bottle, and then you're getting enough here to make 64 bottles. You're also getting the famous Shock It Clean sponge that you always ask for. It breaks down to 47 cents per bottle of Shock It Clean. Our customer appreciation price is $29.99. And we do have an amazing deal today on FlexPay. Let me go through the fragrances that we have. We have citrus zest. I also have cucumber melon. There's the cucumber melon. I've got fresh and clean. Lavender mint is over here. And then we also have jasmine. So we've got all of them available, but let's talk about the famous Shock It Clean. This is all purpose. I will tell you, I use it from everything in my house to a laundry booster. I use it to clean my jewelry. I use it stain on a carpet. I use it, you know, we've got new quartz countertops. They're really great for that.
Yeah.
So many things.
I'm gonna show you this pump sprayer that's coming in a package. It puts out a nice foam. Shock It Clean is a concentrate, and it's double the strength from that formulation that you all know for 20 years now. You get double the strength. You can make it as strong as you like, or you can make it as light as you like. I've got about an ounce of shock into that foamer there, and the rest is water. Now, what you're gonna love is how it just hangs out. It's just gonna stay where you put it. So on areas like this where you need it to cling on and break down the soot, the grease, the oil, the buildup, just let it sit there. Literally give it 15 minutes to sit there. It's still gonna be there. Now, you can take any kind of applicator that you get at home, and it's gonna use that to break up all the greases and oils. Now I'm gonna come back with a damp cloth. Watch this wipe. All the soot, all that grease, all that oil comes right off of that surface. You're gonna love the foamer. It puts out that foam where you need it the most, getting the job done effectively.
And I've never presented it where you get the foaming application included.
That's a world launch for our foamer.
What a great idea, because there's so many things where it's gonna be working smarter, not harder, because that foam is gonna get in there. Now we're gonna talk about the carpets.
Yeah.
Because I know this is kind of our famous Shock It Clean demonstration.
It is, it is. So there's no soap, there's no bleach, there's no ammonia. So I can go right from that grill top and to use it on the carpet. Think about your carpets at home, whether it's an Asian, Indonesian, Persian rug from overseas, those delicate rugs where you don't want to get them soaking wet. You can literally just use the foam, and that foam works by breaking down the molecular structure of the stain every single time you do it. That's what you're going to get. It doesn't just clean it, it restores it. Now I cleaned the grill, I did the carpet, I want to take you to a leather chair here.
Okay.
So I've got this leather chair here, and I'm going to use this foamer again, just to show you the dynamic power in a unique situation when you use the foam. Spray that foam there, okay? Look at the grease, it's on the run. I didn't even touch it yet. My goodness, it's going to work. It's going to break down the molecular structure.
And you can see how the foam kind of clings to whatever it is that you're cleaning a little bit more than the spray. So that is just an empty container that when you pour the product in, like a couple capfuls and the rest water, we're not shipping water to you. You're not paying for water. This is a concentrate. And you can, depending on the job, use different concentrations, right?
That's right. Always make it as strong as you want. So if you need it stronger for getting up ink, paint or glue, use it full strength. That's what I use it for.
Right.
You can break this down to like half of an ounce to a quart, and you can literally get up to 66 bottles out of this. Come on over here. I want to show you the grill and the oven and the countertops. So in your home, you have the oven door. Let me just show you the cleaning power here. So Shock It Clean, use it on the cookware, use it on the bakeware, use it on the oven door there, and just let the product do the work. This one smells like citrus. It smells so good. And by the way, if you're just tuning in, we have our jasmine back. That's backed by popular demand from early 2000s. You've been loving that scent. It's been one of the favorites here at HSN.
That sponge is included, the Shock It Clean empty bottle, and by the way, the foaming bottle, this would be a great place also to use the foam. I have a feeling when you start using the foaming bottle that you're gonna start using it everywhere.
Everywhere, because the
Wait,
foam
was that
is so
squeaky clean?
That was squeaky clean. That was squeaky clean.
Yep, I was waiting for that.
All right, so up here on the glass top stove, I know my daughter's cooking all the time, Helen. I'm telling you what.
How's it going? I'm checking in.
Let's pray.
Okay, all right, let's have a moment. All right.
She can cook, but she's not cleaning.
Okay, all
and
right.
The stovetop looks a hot mess when she's done.
Right, but this is non-abrasive for those glass top stoves.
That's right. So if you need something aggressive, go ahead and use the blue pad or the green pad, something aggressive to get through the layers, no problem. But I'm using our Professor Amos sponge there. I'm just gonna wipe this up with the microfiber towel. But look at this. Shock It Clean will restore that surface, always leaving it not sticky, not oily. It's gonna stay cleaner longer because it's squeaky clean. It's not attracting the new dirt. So you'll love that for that reason. You backing on up?
I am, I'm backing on up.
Okay,
I'm
so
boop, boop, backing on up.
we're in the bathroom now, Helen.
Yes, we are.
And
it's all-purpose, everywhere cleaner.
Everywhere you put it. I love it in the bathroom because it's always a tight, confined area. You should be ventilating the areas sometimes, but with Shock It Clean, you don't need gloves, you don't need a mask. Look at that, I didn't even touch it yet.
You don't need to turn the fan on and open up all the doors and ventilate. There's no bleach, no ammonia.
I love that.
And it's safe for those beautiful porcelain
Helen,
sinks.
You don't smell that one, do you? That's the lavender.
Oh, the lavender smells good.
It smells so good.
Yeah, back in stock, the lavender,
Love it,
the
love it, love it.
jasmine. We have the famous cucumber melon, the citrus zest, 5 fragrances, and a customer appreciation price.
Another great area, you're gonna love this foamer. Little Gianna, she got makeup here on around the bathtub. I mean, around the sink. I told her, you gotta clean it up. So use the foam on there. You'll love it there. I'm just gonna scrub it with our
And you
sponge.
can even with the foam let it sit for a second.
That's right.
You're working, we're going fast because we only have like, a few minutes for everything.
I wanna show you
but
everything.
sometimes I'll spray it and then I'll come back in a few minutes and it's even less work.
That's right.
Right?
That's right. If you let the product do the work, you won't have to. So yeah, just like Helen said, let the product sit. It's gonna be a lot less work for you at home. My goodness, Helen. Oh my goodness, look at that. I didn't even touch it yet. It starts to work on contact. It's breaking down the molecular structure. See, everything has a molecular makeup, your dirt, your grease, your oil, your pet stains, your food stains. Shock It Clean is designed to break down the molecular structure of your stains, and it breaks it down to a small particle. You can just wipe it away.
It smells so good too.
I know.
And you know me, when you're demonstrating like with the ammonia and stuff for the competitors, when we talk about the Superfast drain cleaner coming up next, I'll walk across the studio.
Yes,
because I cannot
always.
but this smells so amazing. This is an all-purpose cleaner. There's no ammonia, there's no bleach. This is $29.99, and let me show you what you're getting, because it breaks down to 47 cents per bottle, and you're getting 64 bottles, and each bottle is 47 cents. So you get an empty, you get the concentrated formula, and then you also get the foaming applicator. So you pop it in, 2 caps of this, the rest water, and then when you squirt it, it comes out as a foam. You are also getting the famous Professor Amos sponge included. So that's the citrus zest. We also have cucumber melon, fresh and clean, lavender mint, and the jasmine is available as well. So we have 5 fragrances, and my producer is telling us that you guys are kind of buying them across the board, and maybe you're getting different fragrances for different rooms of the house. Maybe you like the citrus zest for the kitchen.
That's one way.
And the bathroom, you like the fresh and clean.
That's
it's completely up to you.
Yeah, that's one way to identify it. Okay, so let's talk about the cleaning power, okay? Because it's not about how much soap is in your product or how much bleach you have or how much ammonia content. Shock It Clean does it different. That's spray paint, okay? I put spray paint down. I'm going right over top it with the concentrate. If there's ever gonna be a reason that you need to use it full strength, it's to get up ink, paint, glue. Look at that.
That is literally spray paint.
Nail polish, glue, whatever you have.
Look at that.
Full strength will break that down.
And by the way, there's not like, it's not, you know, the air isn't like, oh my gosh, I can't breathe. It smells so nice.
It does.
I mean, the paint doesn't, but the Shock and Clean does.
It smells good, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that one was the lavender, and it smells good. This, I'm gonna use citrus right here. The smell has everything to do with your cleaning products at home. If it doesn't smell pleasant, you're not gonna
and I would use the foam, again, with the grout and let it sit for a minute if you've got tougher jobs.
Okay, well, yeah, since
Do you know what I
said
mean?
it, since you said
well,
it,
look at me.
The foam works better, look.
Yeah, I think the foam would work better with the grout.
Helen is so smart, I love it. Thank you.
I have cleaned many a house. I'm just saying.
You're right. Okay, so from here on out, I'm going to use the foam on the grout.
Yes,
okay.
use the foam on the grout.
Thank
Because
you,
also,
Helen.
you can let it sit. It'll go right. It's nice. The foam kind of sticks in all the nooks and crannies.
It does. Oh, and it did better. Thank you. You just gave me the best cleaning tip of the year. I love it. Look at how squeaky
See, look
clean
at that.
grout
Well,
is.
I'm listening.
Loving
I'm paying
it.
attention and
Loving
learning
it.
from you.
I learn something every day.
You do.
Now, this is the filter that's above the stove area. It collects all the smoke out of the air.
When you're cooking that bacon and you turn the fan on, guess what? It goes through that filter that you do need to clean.
It does, it does. Here is that degreasing technology that we all know and love by my dad, Professor Amos. Been getting the job done for 20, we've been here at HSN for 20 amazing years, and this is why you love it.
This is your anniversary year, right?
It is.
Yeah, I love that. Oh, look at that. No, you're not even
21
scrubbing
years.
or doing anything.
So I like to spray these, just so you know how I do it at home. I spray these down with the Shock It Clean, and then I run them through the dishwasher.
Oh.
And they come back fabulous every single time.
Oh, okay. I love that. I love that.
So I want to show you some jewelry here.
Yes, I love it.
Okay.
I like to see jewelry.
Take a look at this. Gold, platinum, silver, what do you call it? Fashion jewelry.
Yes.
If you can get it wet.
Gold tone. It's sort of usually bronze based. And so you're using this, and what I like is I'm not worried about it.
Right. Right.
Because there's no bleach or ammonia.
Nothing's going to deteriorate
Exactly.
it. Nothing's going to be corrosive to it. For all the areas that I missed, I just put it in a bowl of water. But I want you to come on back here to me. Can I stand this up? I'm just going to turn this right.
Yeah, you
toward
can do whatever. Yep.
Okay.
Look at that.
Puts the bling back in the diamond thing every single time you do it. I love it. Squeaky clean.
Right, and laundry is one of my favorite ways to use Shock It Clean because it doesn't strip the color out of your clothes.
Yeah.
That's really important because sometimes laundry boosters really, but look at that.
Okay, so let me explain what I did. I live in a house, we have well water, okay? So there's a lot of rust iron and mineral deposits in the water. That's what this represents right here. If you have that, it can be blocking your detergents from working. Your colors don't come back as colorful. Maybe your whites don't come back at white at all. So I'm gonna put this white t-shirt in there just to show you, clean the water, but look at what it will do for laundry. I use this for laundry every other day at home. My laundry, I have sweat, I work out, the deodorant buildup, it breaks it all down. You always wanna give it at least 2 minutes for it to do that. So it's going back and forth for a couple times. Now I'm gonna go ahead and fish this out of here and take, oh my goodness, somebody say hallelujah. This is
look at that, for sure,
amazing.
hallelujah, look at that. And every time we're doing this live in the studio, I mean, you could have used a less messy shirt to do that demonstration, and maybe not on a white shirt, but we're trying to do the example so you guys can see at home. $29.99. Now, by the way, 64 bottles.
Would you use the foam on this one?
Let me see.
Okay, I'm just going to get your opinion, Helen.
I think with that, it may not matter.
Okay.
I think with that one, it may not matter.
I just wanted your
professional opinion. The foam
opinion.
is always, I love the idea of the foam because it's actually getting in all the nooks and crannies, and everything that you clean has nooks and crannies.
That's right.
Those white sneakers, honestly, I feel like I don't want to carry them in a bag and then put them on when I'm getting indoors.
Right.
So I don't want to worry about it. I'd rather just clean them once a month.
Yep, clean them once a month. My dad's a big stickler for that because he travels a lot, and then he puts his shoes in his suitcase. So he wants to clean his shoes up before he puts them in the suitcase. That's what you want to do. Come on over here. I want to show you because my dad always taught me growing up, the floors are the foundation for the decoration of your home. If your floor doesn't look right, nothing else is going to look right. So make sure you're using a proprietary formula like Shock It Clean to clean your carpet, to clean your tile, to clean your grout, your marble, your travertine. That foam
look
works
at that.
on
Oh my God,
everything.
I didn't even know that the rug was that color.
It's that
And
color.
honestly, I would have probably thrown that rug away, as opposed to giving it the Shock It Clean treatment and realizing. By the way, You're getting 64 bottles, so when you buy Shock It Clean, how long will a bottle of all-purpose cleaner last you? Maybe a couple months. This might be a few years worth of cleaning.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really pretty amazing, and I love that we don't always include the empty bottle for the concentrate. In this presentation, we're not only including the empty bottle for the spray, we're including an empty bottle that will create that foam. So this is especially great offer for Customer Appreciation Month, and then you can grab it. And I don't know if we have those Tampico brushes on hsn.com.
Gotta get it.
Sometimes we have them, sometimes we don't. So I'm just gonna be honest. Sometimes they're available, sometimes there aren't. Item number 906-342, $10. And anything you get here at HSN, of course, if you don't love it, you could return it. But once you start getting Professor Amos items, I know I've got them all throughout the house, so I love it. But we're gonna take a teeny little break, and when we come back, we're gonna have the famous Superfast drain cleaner. So take a listen to this message, and we'll be right back.
The G by Giuliana woman is a woman who is a true fashionista. We firmly believe that every woman deserves to feel confident, beautiful, and comfortable. High-end fashion for the everyday woman.
It's Customer Appreciation Month, and it's all about you. For the entire month of April, we're showing the love to our HSN card VIPs with exclusive perks like VIP Thursdays. Get a special offer every Thursday in April, plus extra flex on every item under $369 all day, every day, or VIP financing on so many items. Not a card member? Apply now and instantly get $15 off when you're approved. Visit hsn.com/HSN card or call 1-800-695-1418 for details on our exclusive VIP offers. Thank you for being at HSN Card VIP.
We're making bigger even better with our supersize values, and they're available only at HSN. Supersize values are based on the price per ounce of the same item in a smaller size. However, they do not reflect a price at which HSN would sell the item. Have questions? Call us at 1-800-284-3900.
Feel the love and save on hundreds of appreciation price items all month long.
All right, well, guess what? When you give a little bath to Fido, there might be a few hairs going down the drain. Or if you are a show host and you wash your hair all the time, that's also in the sink. But here is a brand that is the favorite in hair salons. Think about if you own a hair salon. This is a favorite because it does not hurt the pipes. It's safe for septic tanks. This is what I use. This is the famous Superfast drain cleaner. And this is like one of the first times we've ever done it on free shipping and handling. It's usually $7.50. So I recommend you do auto ship. So every future shipment is free shipping and handling. 6 applications here, 6 applications here, 12 applications together. The HSN deal price is $36.99. How much is it to call a plumber? Guess when you have a drain problem, right? Yeah. It's never like Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, right? Nope. It's always like midnight when all your friends are over, and so, you know, your relative, your best friend, your brother, your cousin is spending the night, and you're like, oh, don't use that bathroom.
That's when you use
or don't use the kitchen, and you can't do the dishes. It's like the Home Alone face, right? The Home Alone face. So 1,836 perfect 5-star reviews. It's a customer pick with 2,643 reviews. This is the best reviewed drain cleaner in the history of HSN. This is one of the best reviewed cleaning products at HSN. Altogether, one of the most popular 20-year history of this line here at HSN. So we've got a deal here, and auto ship is available. Hotels, motels, and there's so much more to that rhyme that I don't remember. You would remember.
Hotel, motel, Holiday Inn. Say what?
There you go. There you go.
Superfast is industry leading when it comes to opening your drains. But remember one thing, this isn't a drain opener, this is a drain cleaner. What that means is Superfast is gonna open the drain line, yeah, but more importantly, it's gonna clean that drain line, squeaky clean, where there's nothing oily or sticky left behind to attract a new clog. Now look at this science, this has an accelerated formula, so that means it starts to work on contact. You're not waiting 30 minutes like the consumer products from the store. You give this one 10 seconds to go to work. Let me explain this. Superfast Superfast is gonna turn your hair into foam. It's gonna turn your food into foam. It's gonna break down all that dirt, grease, and oil building up in the drain line. It turns it into foam. We call that saponification. That's the dynamic way that it works, by turning everything in the drain into foam. The foam breaks down in the liquid. You give it about 10 minutes, then you run hot water for up to 5 minutes, and that drain line comes back squeaky clean every time you do it.
All right, this is the part of the demonstration where I back up across the studio because there is all those awful chemicals. The smell is so bad.
Yeah.
I have asthma since I was a kid, so it's even hard for me to breathe around that stuff.
I'm telling you.
But that's also bad for the pipes because it literally heats up your pipes. And if you've ever had cold pipes that get hot all of a sudden and vice versa, guess what happens?
It's gonna crack.
Right.
It's gonna crack.
Nothing good.
You can't have cold pipes going to hot fast from these chemicals. They will crack. Let me tell you what happens. Products like these are highly corrosive, so they may contain acid or ammonia or bleach. 90% of those chemicals trickle, it'll ooze, it'll creep, and it'll get past the clog, and it all ends up down here. But these chemicals are sitting there building heats of up to 180 degrees Fahrenheit. That's way too hot for the drain lines. So when it goes from cold to hot fast, it will crack. Let's give it a minute and see if anything happens. These corrosive materials, the bottle says give it 30 minutes. I'm gonna give it about a minute or two. We don't have 30 minutes, but come on over to test tube number 3 here. And you at home, I wanna do it a little bit different this time. Count to yourself right now. How long does it take for this to activate? How long does it take to go to work? I'm gonna use the same 4 to 6 ounces. When you get this home, don't use the whole bottle.
You don't need to. Yeah, don't waste it.
4 to 6 ounces.
4 to 6 ounces.
Okay, let the product do the work, so you don't have to. Work smarter, not harder. My dad taught me that growing up, okay?
Yep. Your dad taught me that growing up. I've been here for 17 years, and I've worked with your dad many times.
I know, it's been so nice to work with you for 17 years, Helen. You're the bomb.com. Okay, so Superfast is gonna turn your hair into foam. Last week's food, last month's food, even last year's food, it's hardened and solidified in the drain line. It breaks it all down into foam. Like I said, work smarter, not harder. No need to grab a plunger or a snake and put any kind of wear and tear on the inside of the drain line. Just let the Superfast get the job done effectively. So you see that breaks down.
Amazing. And by the way, let's go back to the competitor. This is, by the way, more expensive, worse for your pipes, and also, I don't know if you could use it on septic tanks.
You cannot.
You cannot.
You
okay,
cannot use
there
that.
it is.
You can't
right
use
there.
this consumer product from the store in a septic tank. It's got products like these may contain acid or ammonia. One thing they tell you on the back of this yellow bottle, they say don't mix chemicals. You could have a bad reaction. We have an innovative drain cleaning method. Guess what? There's no acid in here.
Right.
There's no ammonia.
So you're literally mixing, but not chemicals. Let me just say 39,780 have been sold. In auto ship, I have 1,660 left with this deal of free shipping and handling, which everybody is loving. There's how many sold on the screen. 3 FlexPay of $12.33, 1,836 perfect 5-star reviews.
Say what?
You know, in order to go log into your account and to say how much you love a drain cleaner, you gotta really love a drain cleaner. This is one of my all-time favorite products of all time. You know, and it makes you look like a hero.
It makes you look like a hero.
Makes
It's
you
gonna
look like a
knock
hero.
your socks off. Like when you're in that situation and you're in a panic state of mind and you're like, my goodness, my home, my drain lines, what do I do? This Superfast will get the job done. When you've been standing in the bath water for over a week, somebody else's bath water's coming up over your ankles, you're like, what do I do?
Right.
Well, maybe I can make it another day before I can get somebody here.
And think about how much calling a plumber one time would cost.
Yep.
Are they gonna charge you $100, $200 just to show up and look at the problem?
That's right.
And if they're saying, oh, your drain's clogged, we'll unclog it and you know, they might be pouring something just like this. This is a commercial grade. Commercial grade doesn't mean more dangerous chemicals. It means they're working smarter, not harder.
For sure, for
right?
sure.
Because they want to protect your pipes because they don't want you turning around and saying, hey, wait a minute, you came in with those chemicals and you broke my pipes. I'm gonna, you know, you're responsible for that. They're gonna be even more careful about what they use.
They should be, yeah, for sure. So a lot of them would use a proprietary formula like this. If not, they're using this right here.
Right, or this.
So this right here, this is known as the dirtiest place in your whole house. This is the inside of the drain line of the kitchen sink. Guess what, Helen? You didn't know this at home. There's over 500,000 particles of bacteria per square inch in the drain line of the kitchen sink. Ooh. You gotta eliminate that. That's a food source for bugs and critters. You could have an infestation down in the foundation of your drain lines if you're not maintaining and cleaning. I say that to say this. Come on right here. I want to show you this big hunk of oil byproduct. I'm gonna take the same 4 to 6 ounces over top of that big hunk. I'm gonna pour it out nice and slow. You don't use the whole bottle, remember that. There's about 4 to 6 ounces right there. This hunk of oil byproduct represents last week's food, last month's food, even last year's food that's hardened and solidified and stuck on the inside of that drain line, clinging on. Last year's turkey dinner.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
There it is.
There it is. There it is.
It's going down.
Oil buildup
like the drain cleaner.
And hair. You know, hair, I think is, you know, whether we're washing our pets or washing our hair, everybody, you know, if you've got, you know, a house full of girls with long hair, a house full of guys with long hair, whatever, this is what your drains look like.
Yeah, I don't know, guys feel it. They hear it every day. Don't shave in the sink. Well, where are we supposed to shave?
Right, exactly.
All that hair, whether it's the short hair, the long hair, goes down the drain. Take a good look down the inside of the shower drain. You'll see there's a nest of hair in there that's completely choking out the drain line. Here's the reason why. The inside of the drain lines are coated with fats, oils, and greases, so it's very sticky, it's very oily. You wash your hair one time, your pets one time, the hair goes to the inside of the drain line, it just clings on. Then it starts to build and build and build until there's a nest of hair that's completely choking out the inside of the drain line. I say that to say this, watch this. You see this bowl of hair here? We have one of the only hair dissolving formulas in the country that we know of here at HSN. So if you have pet hair, human hair, fuzzling or fur, I want to play this time-lapse video. You give it 10 minutes for this proprietary, innovative draining technology to go to work, and it's going to turn that hair into foam, just like you see right there.
Yeah, I mean, we did time lapse because we don't want to sit here for 10 minutes, so we just speeded that up. And you want something that's going to saponify, dissolve that hair. That's right. Without dissolving your pipes.
That's right. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. You don't want heat in your drain lines. That's the #1 rule. No heat, because the acid, the ammonia, that makes a lot of heat, that can crack your drain lines. These drain lines right here, they represent the bigger drain lines, the ones that run from like under your house out to the sidewalk, down to the city sanitation. That could be your 6-inch, 8-inch, or even 10-inch drain lines under your house. There's no job too big or too small. Test tube #1 is our Superfast. Test tube #2 is the consumer product from the store.
And you use the entire bottle, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
because there's 6 applications in the Superfast drain cleaner. When you're using the competitor, you're using the entire huge container.
Yeah.
Oh God, it's
so bad, right?
It's so bad.
So bad. It got
so
me
bad.
choked up too.
Yeah.
So listen to this. These chemicals are corrosive. The acid, the ammonia, that goes to the lowest point in the drain line and starts to sit there and build heats. When it builds heats, things start to expand. When things expand, guess what's happening? It's coming back up into your homes. It's coming back up into the sink. It's coming back up into the tub. Be mindful before you use a product like that. You don't want a bunch of chemicals coming back up on you, but meanwhile, back at the ranch, look at our Superfast, still getting the job done effectively without the heat index. We're not heating up the drain lines. We're not going to crack a drain line when you're using Professor Amos's Superfast.
What type of pipes is Professor Amos Superfast drain cleaner okay to use on?
So any kind of drain lines that you, any kind of application, older homes, newer homes, PVC, galvanized steel, old terracotta clay pipes, septic tanks.
Copper pipes?
Copper pipes too, thank you.
Yeah.
If you have a boat or an RV, remember there's a gray tank and there's a black tank on there. You can use this for that application too. It's not just for opening the drain lines and cleaning. This is going to eliminate drain gases, drain odors. We have that all the time in the boats or the RVs.
Yeah.
Use it for that. You'll love it. I'm telling you, I use it for my toy hauler and it gets the drain gases gone instantly.
Yeah, I mean, this is $36.99, free shipping and handling, $12.33 to get home. And by the way, you'll use it one time. And you'll say, okay, this was a great purchase. I'm glad I got it on auto ship. We've sold almost 40,000 and there's only 1,620 orders available for auto ship with the free shipping and handling offer.
If you're just tuning in, I gotta say it again. Superfast liquid drain cleaner. You've known it. It's been here for 20 years at HSN. Over 2,800 5-star reviews. Is that what you said?
Yes. I mean, it's 2,643 reviews and 1,836 are perfect 5 stars.
Oh my
and it's a customer pick. The other reviews are like, you know, the other 600 reviews are 4 stars, like 4 and 5 stars, all of them.
Okay,
but
thank you for that too.
A couple thousand perfect 5-star reviews for a drain cleaner.
Yep.
I mean, it's one of the best reviews. I think it's like the best reviewed brand are Origami.
Yeah.
And this is on that exact same level.
Oh, we're on that level?
Thousands and thousands of reviews.
We're a big deal.
It is a big deal.
We're a big
This
deal.
product, now we've just went over 40,000 sold. I know those of you, a lot of you are reordering and saying, oh, free shipping and handling, I'm getting this. You're getting 2 of them. So it's 6 applications per container.
Yeah.
You're getting 2 of them, that's 12 applications.
Okay, if you're just tuning in, one more time, Superfast is industry leading when it comes to opening your drain lines, but you gotta know it's not a drain opener, it's a drain cleaner. What that means is it's gonna open the drain line, but more importantly, clean that drain line, squeaky clean from anything sticky or oily. You're not gonna have another clog coming back from some kind of residue. Now, Superfast is going to turn your hair into foam, it's gonna turn your food into foam, it's gonna break down all that dirt, all that grease and oil in the drain line, breaks it down into foam. We call that saponification. That's the dynamic way that it works by turning everything in the drain into foam. The foam breaks down to liquid, then you run hot water for 5 minutes and that drain line comes back squeaky clean every single time you do it.
Okay, so the item number 084478. We have about 4 more minutes left in this presentation.
I love it.
And then we've got other products. We've got the toilet cleaner coming up next. This Superfast drain cleaner is probably the #1 seller in the entire, along with Shaka Clean, with the #1 seller.
It's moving, it's moving. Last week's food, last month's food, even imagine that, last year's food on the inside of the drain. It's all hard, it's all solidified, it's caked on, it's almost like baked on in there. It's not going anywhere. Superfast is gonna break that down. You don't have to grab a plunger, you don't have to grab a snake, you don't have to ventilate the windows.
This just in, we have a celebrity calling in.
Oh my goodness.
It's someone you know very well.
Okay.
It's your dad.
Hey.
Professor Amos himself is on the phone. I'm going to welcome him as part of the show. Happy anniversary, Professor Amos. I'm so glad you're calling in.
Oh, thank you, love. It's nice being with you.
She's so cute.
Aw, you're just saying that.
Oh, we mean it.
So, Professor Amos,
I've been set.
where do they use this? Is it like hotels, motels? Is there like something you could tell us?
You know, for years and years, they've used it commercially. I mean, just like all over the place. The professional people normally use it. That's what's available for them to use in their commercial applications, you know?
Right.
And about maybe 18 years ago, we took and made it a consumable product.
Right.
And we took it to HSN. They're the only ones in the United States where you can get this product at. We signed an exclusive with them, and we've been terribly happy ever since.
I love that. I mean, this is like an American dream come true story, right?
Yeah.
It's American business that came from like a family-owned business that is now like this huge business here at HSN. And Professor Amos, I know for years and years and years, was the only person on air, and for some reason he allowed you to take over. No, I'm just kidding. He's doing a good job. Can I say that, A3 over here?
I appreciate you so much.
Yes, he's doing a great job.
She got my back there.
Yes, I'm going to give you a 5-star review.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Write the reviews. This has really helped so many people, and it is used commercially, right, Professor Amos?
Yeah. Now here's the beautiful thing about this. This product's been over to Germany, Hong Kong, Taiwan, Thailand, Singapore, Fiji, Samoa, Mozambique, Tanzania, Darussalam. It's been around the world. People love the product, and they can't do without it. It's wonderful.
Finally, I'm dancing again in a Professor Amos hour, right? We love to dance.
The happy dance.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, I mean, all globally, because a commercial product here in the United States, the only place you can get it is here at HSN. What do you want to say to your dad to say goodbye?
Oh, Dad, thank you so much. I love you, and I'll talk to you soon.
Love you.
Thank you. Thank you for calling in. It's always such a treat, and happy anniversary. All right, we've got, we want to do something really quick. Let's scooch over here. We only got about 3 minutes to talk about the 16-ounce fast flow super concentrated drain solution, available in the lemon, the clean and fresh, the spring breeze, or the eucalyptus. This is maintenance. So this is using microbials for maintenance after you use the Superfast drain cleaner, right?
That's right. This is awesome. And because there's a huge demographic of people in the world that are into innovative cleaning products with no chemicals. This one right here is your chemical free. This is made from 7 strands of microbials. Microbials are enzymes. We love that. Enzymes are just proteins. So how this works by digesting. And when these microbials come in contact with any fats, oils, and greases, fecal matter, protein matter, they multiply and digest. Now, here's what you do. You mix it with the water. You see that was 7 strands of different microbes there to attack all the different kinds of fats, oils, and greases in your drain line. Now you pour that down the drain, and here they go. All those different microbials, they start to latch on. And when they latch on, they start to digest. When they digest, they start to multiply into billions of microbials that keep digesting and digesting and digesting till that clog is completely broke down. And the very first time that you use this, Helen, I gotta be real with you at home. Let me be real with you. If you have a drain gas or a drain odor, the very first time you use this, that drain gas is gone within 24 hours. And I used it in my fifth wheel toy hauler because I bought it used.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it was so nice, right? But it had such a bad drain gas coming from the gray tank or the black tank, I don't know. But I did an application in the toilet and came back the next day. That drain gas was completely gone.
I love that.
I
love that.
Thank you, Professor Amos. I love this product.
Okay,
Let's
so the
keep it
item
coming.
number is 844-223. 884-223. All right, we've got lemon, we've got clean and fresh, we've got spring breeze, we've got eucalyptus, we've got all the scents, and this is, again, chemical free. And this is after you use your Superfast drain cleaner, in between applications for maintenance.
Okay, so 2 things I gotta tell you. So I can get you from drain lines that look like this right here to drain lines that look like this right here in just a few applications with our Fast Flow Super 7. And it's just so easy to mix. But before I go there, this is specifically designed for your machines at home. So if you have a garbage disposal, a dishwasher, or a laundry machine, definitely consider using this to clean up the drain lines on the dishwasher, the garbage disposal, because there's nothing like a stinky
especially
machine.
the garbage disposal, because all the stuff that goes down there, that's a great tip. All right, so 844, let me step over here, 223, 884-223. If you would like to use this, we do have it on sale today for customer appreciation, a customer appreciation price. Now, I do want to take a second for customer appreciation and talk about some of my favorite brands, Democracy. This jacket is from Democracy, and it's like, you know, I popped it over my Nina Leonard tank, and it is $69.95. It's a 3/4 blouson sleeve. See, it's got these blouson sleeves. I love it when I get to do my fake French accent. And then it's got a great little kind of crop length, but it's not like cropped up here. It hits like right here. It's like that perfect length. There's no buttons or zippers. You know, I always wear, like, I like to wear my jackets open anyway, but this is the way it's intended, and it has 2 colors on hsn.com. So it's available in a really pretty sachet pink coral sachet pink multi that I'm wearing, and that is marine green baby mint multi. So both of them, and that's on free shipping, by the way. That brand is doing some free shipping specials. I don't know if that's permanently free shipping, but I just have noticed because I just did a show with her the other day and everything was free shipping. So I love that this jacket is free shipping. Item number is 891-826. If you want to see what the hosts are wearing, you can go to hsn.com and put in host closet and to see what all the hosts are wearing. Now we're gonna continue on. I've got one more item here, and this is the Professor Amos Fast Toilet and Tank 66-ounce concentrate cleaner. There we go. So you get that gooseneck application here. So what does that mean? You kind of squeeze it and it goes underneath around the inside of the bowl. And then you've got a work smarter, not harder situation, because what you're getting is you're getting something that's kind of cleaning the toilet for you. So what we do is usually it's 25 ounces is $30. We made this bigger. We made it 33 ounces. And then we gave you a second one. So a smaller size is $30. We took a couple dollars off. It's $27.99. We supersized both of them, and we gave them 2 of them. So it is, and it's an unbelievable deal. And you can see our comparable retail is like $58. So $9.33. We've reduced the shipping and handling. It was $7.50. Now it's only $3.50. So you know what? The only question, Pat, is this on auto ship? Because I didn't see that, but sometimes I don't. Sometimes it is, and I don't see it, and I just want to double check. I didn't think it was on auto ship. It's not on auto ship. Okay, so my producer Pat's giving me the hard no on that. Okay, so it is not on auto ship, but this is something that I feel like I'm not even, I like it. I'm like, I just cleaned all the toilets, but I'm like literally just squirting it. I just let it sit.
Yep, that's
and
it.
then I come in like maybe even a half an hour later. You could come in 10 minutes later, but I just lit it.
Yeah.
And then you just brush it around and it's literally the easiest thing you'll ever do.
Right, coming right off.
Yeah, you're a hero.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I love being a hero. Not all hero wear capes, am I right?
No, that's right.
Okay,
that's correct.
Go, Professor. Not all toilet cleaners are created equal. The same cleaner that you buy from the store, one of your depots or home stores, you can use that in your toilet bowl, but you can't use it in the toilet tank, and it's because of this right here. This right here is known as the hardware of your toilet tank. This is very delicate. There's rubber gaskets, silicone seals, and plastic. Hard water alone, well water alone will break this down. But when you're cleaning this unit with bleach and ammonia and corrosive materials, I mean, it really breaks down a lot faster. You could find yourself replacing this thing 2 and 3 times a year. If you don't know how to do it yourself, that's expensive, am I right?
That is expensive.
Oh my goodness. Come on over here. I want to show you the inside of the toilet tank, and we're gonna get right into it. So taking a look here, you see that nice little clear toilet? You can see the hardware in there. You see all the rubber gaskets and seals, very delicate. Bleach or ammonia definitely breaks that down, but with our Professor Amos fast toilet tank, no bleach, no ammonia, no animal fats. And when I apply this, you're gonna love this reaction. It clings on and it coats the area. See how it just coats? Remember that scum line that's usually in there, Helen? You apply it there, it clings on, and it just grips on and starts to break it down. The other thing you're gonna love is the color changing technology. When this proprietary formula comes in contact with the water, it turns from green to blue. Now, if you just come in a little closer, you'll see the rubber gasket there. It's coated with the proprietary formula. All the plastic in there is coated with the proprietary formula. It's cleaning the rust, the iron and minerals, all the limescale right off of there. Now, I want to take it a step further. So if you take a good look at the inside of your toilet bowl, you're always going to see maybe the hard water ring, the limescale, maybe any little small particles like that. But I want to go a little further. I'm going to do the mirror challenge. And if you at home, if you never did the mirror challenge before, take a look under that rim. You'll see the little holes. There's passages that run through there, and it flows water. If they get clogged up with corrosion and small particles, it could take you 2 and 3 times to flush the toilet to get something to go down. When I flush the toilet, Helen, I want something to go down the first time.
Yes.
Okay.
Good plan.
Okay.
I love we're talking about this on TV.
Thank you so much.
It's perfect.
They can relate, I hope.
Yes, of course.
You
I
love
believe there's even a book about that. Everybody does do that. Yes.
So I love the gooseneck design on the applicator here. You just squeeze out about an ounce. Less is more. You don't want to waste it. So let the product cling on, let it coat the area. You can go in there with any kind of toilet brush you have at home. And like Helen said just a moment ago, let the product sit. Let it sit for about 30 minutes. That's the best application. You don't need 30 minutes, but 30 minutes, I mean, you can wipe off that rust ring. You can wipe off the lime scale, the mineral deposits. While you're under there, I don't know if you can smell that from here, Helen, but it smells
so nice. And I own this product. I use this product. This product is, we're doing a bigger size for each container, and you're getting a double size.
More.
So it's 33% more, exactly. So, and the price and reduced shipping and handling. We do not have auto ship. If you want to get a couple at this price, that's understandable. This isn't something that we have every single day on air, you know what I mean? It's not always in stock.
It's not always in stock.
Not
it's not
always
in
on
air.
stock, yeah.
And this 33% more, you better get, there's only 52 weeks in a year.
Yes.
And you're gonna get 66 applications. You won't have to buy toilet cleaner for over a year. Imagine that.
Yeah, over a year. There it is. There's 66 applications. You're getting, it's double 30. Each one is 33% more, and then we're giving you a second one for less than just one. I mean, it's an amazing deal, and you're not, when we say, oh, use wipe it up with a toilet scrub or whatever, we don't even need to use the word scrub. I go like this and squirt it around, and then, we'll eat dinner, we'll, kind of hang out, watch TV, and I'm like, oh yeah. And sometimes I just flush the toilet.
Yep.
Honestly, it works so well. And like anything else, if you use it on a regular basis, it's less work every time.
Yep, it is less work. I honestly got down to a method here. That ring in my toilet happens all the time because of the well water.
Right.
So every few days or once a week, I just go right into the toilet tank, put about an ounce in there, let it sit, it's cleaning. But when you flush the toilet, you see it comes through blue like that.
Right.
And that rust ring doesn't settle. I mean, it just fades away. I don't even have to scrub it. Now, what I have here is 4 test bowls here, and I put the consumer product from the store in the test bowl number 1 and 2. I have our Professor Amos in test bowl number 3, and over here is just pure bleach. And I'm gonna I want to show you reaction, okay?
And what are you putting in there?
This is liquid rust.
Liquid rust.
And I'm gonna take a dropper of liquid rust and I'm gonna apply it right here to test bowl number 1. But what I wanna show you, and you can see this, and it's so bad, it's a corrosive reaction. When you're using products with bleach or ammonia or anything corrosive to clean up the rust, you get this reaction. It's an explosion of corrosion that happens, and it's a big mushrooming effect. What'll happen is that'll actually harden and solidify, and that's what's all over that hardware that I showed you earlier. That's what settles in those little holes and passages of your toilet as well.
That's one of those tablets there in that one, right?
Yeah. And there's more chemicals in that tablet than there is that liquid form of bleach. Can you believe that? There's more chemicals in the tablet. You get the same corrosive reaction.
I know what happens to that. That one's not good. Like I've seen that after 5 minutes. Yeah.
It falls apart. It comes through those little holes and passages. Now look at test bowl number 3, our Professor Amos fast toilet tank. You're going to have a totally different reaction that happens here. Our proprietary formula is going to break down the rust. It's going to neutralize the rust iron mineral deposits. You don't get that corrosive reaction like you did in test bowl number 1 and test bowl number 2. It literally breaks it down. Now I want to take it a step further. I told you this is pure bleach right here, okay? And you can see the container. This is what we used. I'm going to take a dropper of liquid rust and apply it right to that bleach. And I just want to show you the reaction. There are pure reaction when you're using bleach to clean up rust. Iron, mineral deposits, lime scale. You get that corrosive reaction there, and that's bad. It's very corrosive. It's very toxic.
Very corrosive, very toxic. And I'm better as I step back because I know I want to stay in the shot, but it's bleach and it's like the smell is terrible. And also you think about how that affects like the gaskets and eating away at the the gaskets that hold it together in the tank, rotting them, and then replacing them. It's not even just okay, I go to the store and buy the replacement. You have to have the knowledge to know how to replace those things.
That's right. Yeah.
Which I know I don't have.
That's an easy few $100s to have the plumber.
Then guess who comes back over? Your friendly plumber.
Yeah.
Who's delighted that you're using these products. Absolutely delighted.
Yeah.
Sending their kids through college based on you using those products because they come back over and over again.
My neighbor was a plumber. He did very well. I had him over a couple of times.
Yeah, exactly.
Not because of anything else, but my kid stuck a toy down in the toilet. But,
Okay, well, this isn't going to work on that, but yeah.
Okay, so fast toilet tank, here you go. Not all toilet cleaners are created equal. The same cleaner that you buy from the store to clean your toilet bowl, you can't put it in the toilet tank, and it's because of this unit right here. This is known as the hardware. So our Professor Amos fast toilet tank doesn't have any acid, any ammonia, anything corrosive that's going to break down the integrity of the rubber gaskets and the seals and the plastic back there. You'll love how it just clings on to the inner walls of your toilet tank. You'll love that, but the color changing technology is off the charts. When this proprietary formula comes in contact with the water, it turns from green to blue. That's how you know it's activated and ready to go to work and start cleaning the rubber gaskets and seals. Now I want to take it a step further inside the toilet. Remember, you're always going to find a water ring, a hard water buildup, small particles, things of that nature. Maybe it's mold, maybe it's mildew, maybe it's lime scale. Take it a step further. Remember this at home. I'm going to show you the mirror challenge here. Underneath the rim there, you're going to find those large and little holes. Those are passages that will flow water. If they're clogged up with corrosion or small particles, remember, it could take you 2 and 3 times to flush the toilet to get something to go down. No, we don't want that. So this gooseneck design on our bottle, you're going to love it. It gets right under the areas where you need it the most. Less is more. I'm only squeezing out about an ounce there. That's all you need. Let the product cling on. Let it coat your porcelain throne, if you will, for you kings and queens at home. And look at that color-changing technology. Now I'm going to go in there with our Professor Amos toilet swab. You can use any toilet brush that you have at home, but look at how effortless the rust iron and mineral deposits are coming off. Look at how it's coming back squeaky clean. And I wish you could smell it. You at home, I wish you could smell it. My goodness, it smells so good. I mean, it's very enjoyable to use. You're not running out of the room. It's like a minty, fresh, clean smell. I love that. I'm going to wring this out. And for you kings and queens at home, here we go. We're going to give you the royal flush. Everything goes down the drain. I want to point one thing out for you, though. What I want to point out is look at how shiny and glistening that porcelain throne is. Products from the store with the bleach or the ammonia, you know what it does? It takes the finish off. Oh, really? So, have you ever noticed how your toilet bowl doesn't shine the way that it used to? It's because of the corrosive materials taking the finish away. You can use this Professor Amos on your toilet and tank 1,000 times. It's going to shine. It's going to bling. And it's gonna smell good too.
All right, we have just a minute and a half left in this hour. Let me remind you about what the special is, because when we have an hour, they're celebrating their anniversary here, Professor Amos's line, the product. The actual Professor Amos called in during the show, which is so exciting. This toilet and tank concentrate is usually 25 ounces. We made it 33%, they made it 33% more product in each one, and then gave you a second one. So it is $27.99, the comparable retail value, and the retail is right here at HSN, is $58, because this is the only place in the United States that you can get these products. So not $58, but $27.99. It's literally almost half price. So your flex pay is $9.33. Your shipping and handling was $7.50. It's reduced shipping and handling to just $3.50, which is what we charge to ship like a pair of earrings, not 66 ounces, you know, which is heavier. So it's a really great deal all the way around. Sadly, we do not have auto ship. But the good news is this is enough to last you probably an entire year and then some.
And then some.
So you don't even have to think about it for another year. And that's why another reason why this product isn't on all the time, because all our customers like scoop them up and they don't need them for a year. So it's not on all the time.
You're saving money.
You're saving money by getting it today. We've got about 30 seconds left. Do you want to do like another quick demonstration?
Let's see. Okay, I was just going to point some things out. Your consumer products from the store. This is test bowl number 1. That's your liquid bleach. Test bowl number 2 is the tablets. I'm going to put that in test bowl number 2. And test bowl number 3 is our Professor Amos fast soil and tank. Now what I want to do is I want to take a dropper of liquid rust, and I just want you to see the corrosive reaction. If you missed it earlier, here it is one more time. Look at this. It's an explosion of corrosion. That's really bad. Test bowl number 2. I'm going to see if we get anything different here. The tablets have more corrosive materials, more bleach, more ammonia than the
All right, we've got 5 seconds left. As you do that, the app number is 872-280. Thank you, A3. We're going to continue on here with more live television. We're going to go to your best backyard, and Tamara is going to take it away inside. So she's going to be coming up next, so stay tuned.
Yes, we are coming up because we are going to be talking about really beautifying our backyards. Coming up, it is spring. We want to get out there, and we're going to help you with all of the right products to do so. I'm Tamara Hooks. I'm your host.